Hi, my name's Catherine. I'm the author of The Web They Wove, a new crime thriller which is due to be released on 28th of May 2021. And the story is based in Leeds, which is my hometown, and it's around a case where the lead character, D.I. Ziggy Thorns, and his team have to hunt down a sadistic killer who is leaving bodies of mutilated females in a popular recreation ground within Leeds city centre. So I thought I'd read you the prologue to give you a little bit taste of what it's about. The heel of her shoe snapped as he dragged her along the stony path. She struggled, trying desperately to free herself from his grasp, reaching up and hitting the hands that yanked her along by her ponytail. Her shoes finally lost their grip and slipped from her feet. She could feel the small, sharp flints from the path slashing at her heels. Her feet tried to gain purchase, but there was little hope. The little black dress she was wearing had risen up around her thighs, exposing her bare legs to the cold night air. She had resorted to holding onto her scalp with her hands to try and alleviate the pressure as she begged him to let go of her hair, every tug screaming at the roots. She shouted and yelled, trying to make as much noise as possible, hoping to attract attention, but the wind blew the screams back into her mouth, trapping them in her throat. With a jolt, he released her and forcibly pushed her flat onto her back, the damp, uneven ground soaking into her dress. The stones pushed sharply against the fabric, breaking through and embedding into her flesh as his weight bore down on her. He shifted, straddled her chest, and slipped a silk scarf around her neck. "Please, no, don't," she gasped as she fought for her life. He laughed, a cruel, hollow sound, and looked down at her prone body beneath him. Crossing the scarf, he pulled tight on either end. She looked directly into his eyes, silently pleading for him to release her while twisting her head from side to side, but this only made breathing harder. She stopped thrashing and lay still, tears running down the side of her face, diluting the mascara she had so carefully applied earlier in the evening. Multicoloured dots and stars appeared in her peripheral vision, then blackness enveloped her. Smiling, he watched the rise and fall of her chest as it rose, fell, and stopped. He pulled himself upwards and gently wrapped a scarf around his gloved hand. He lifted it to his nose and inhaled, pleased that the faint smell of her perfume still lingered. Estee Lauder Youth Dew. For a moment he was transported to a different time and place, a place he'd fought hard against, but one that had ultimately consumed him. He liked it when they fought back. The feisty ones were always the most satisfying. When their bodies were still, screams silenced, and the life leached out of them, he felt at his most powerful. It had been many years since his last one. She had fought hard too. Despite the lapsed time, he was pleased to find that he still felt satisfied. Yes, he thought, as he sat back on his haunches. It had been a good experience, a good way to start. He'd raise the ante next time, because there would definitely be a next time. Of that, he was certain. So I do hope you've enjoyed that. The book is available to pre-order on Kindle for just 99p. It's called The Web They Wove. It's by me, Catherine Yaff. And the launch party is on the 28th of May over on Facebook. So please check out my author page. It's Catherine Yaff Author. And I hope to see you there.